Coming up here in just a few days, if you're a fan of the Chattanooga Symphony and a fan of the Beatles, and yes, you can be a fan of both, the Symphony and the Beatles are colliding. And who is the one who's driving this train? This guy, it's Maestro Bob Bernhardt. I know that's not the proper way to introduce a man of your fine caliber, but that's the way it is.
I'm a 32 caliber or something.
You're a much heavier hitter than that.
Yeah.
Good to see you,
So great to
Maestro.
see you.
Very good to see you.
Nice to see you.
It is nice to see you back here in person again.
Thank you.
You're taking on the Beatles, and I glanced at the set list, and you're covering pretty much every era of the Beatles.
Yeah.
What's your personal connection with them?
Well, so I'm of an age, I'm much older than you are.
I wouldn't go much, but...
But I was 12 and a half in February of 1964 when the Beatles were on that Sullivan Show.
Right.
So I had 3 lightning strikes as a kid. There was Bach, it was baseball, and the Beatles. Those are my 3 Bs.
You got the 3 Bs.
3 Bs. And the Beatles were, I mean, I started playing guitar because of them. I played the rock band in high school. I played coffee house. And they are, this is my music, you know? My music.
What was the reaction to the Symphony when they heard, we're going to be doing not just 1 or 2 Beatles songs, we're going to be doing a whole evening of Beatles?
Well, the world of pops in the Symphony has changed a whole lot in the last couple of decades. And these orchestras now realize that the pops world is a pretty great world. And we have an entire audience that loves orchestral pops. The thing about the Beatles stuff that's really great stuff, that's a technical term, Beatles stuff, is that they while they're just songs, a lot of them are actually conceived symphonically. I don't think that John Lennon and Paul McCartney thought of a symphony doing it, but some of their songs are symphonic. Eleanor Rigby has no there's not a single rock and roll instrument in it.
Sure.
And Got to Get You Into My Life, which is like a swing band chart with saxes and
a lot
trumpets,
of horns.
you know, lots of horns. So it's a perfect match. This particular concert does not have 4 guys out in front trying to be the Beatles, dressing in costume and wearing wigs and the whole thing. This is actually 3 great singers with a band of 4 behind them. It's drums, bass, guitar, and keyboard, along with the full symphony. And these are new charts made by Jeff Tysick, who's a friend of mine and a Grammy Award winner. And it's called Beatles Revolution, it's catchy, but it's also a revolution that this is a new, it's looking at these songs as great songs, not just exactly as the Beatles sang them.
I think one of the things that's a huge compliment to you and a weapon at the same time that you keep in your arsenal is you're a huge fan of everything you conduct.
Yeah, there is that. There is something nice to not having music you don't like.
Which is being a maestro, you get to choose it. Is this concert, you've done other pops styled music before.
Oh yeah.
Does this one excite you a little bit more?
Oh sure it does. I mean, absolutely. There's mostly because when I have this stuff, when I have a Beatles show to look forward to,
right,
I don't really have to study. You know, I'm ready. Ticket to ride. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I know how fast it goes, and I know where things lie. I just have to. I look at the charts. I know where they set up. And we have to set up the stage in a certain way so that it makes sense with the band and with the orchestra behind it. And it's at Memorial Auditorium, which is different for us because of the Tivoli being under remodeling.
Roughly, how many pieces altogether are going to be on the stage April 2nd?
7 guests and about 40 to 45 members of the orchestra.
When you hear these songs from the Chattanooga Symphony, make sure you are at the Memorial Auditorium. The show is coming up on April 2nd. Tickets are on sale now.
Yep, 7:30 p.m. Memorial Auditorium, 267-8583. Call the Symphony or go out to ChattanoogaSymphony.org.